meeting to order. Kathy Lee, could you take the roll call, please?
Arwa present, Haley Hutton, Billy Hutton,
Present.
Polash, Split,
Here?
Robita,
Here.
Gallops. Okay.
Okay, we got enough for a quorum. I'm looking for a motion to approve the agenda tonight.
I'll make that motion.
I'll
Okay.
second.
Motion by Billy, second by Terry to approve the agenda tonight. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the past minutes. And this one was from our September 1st meeting.
Yes, she has the other one, but I told her don't put it in there because it's not on the agenda.
Mm-hmm,
So we'll probably get it next time.
okay. Everything kind of looks okay to me. I think it,
Yeah.
I couldn't remember going through that much.
yeah, we had,
Yeah,
we did that night, yeah. Okay. Well, I think I can make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, there's a motion and a second by Terry to approve last month's minutes. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nobody opposes. Financial report, that has not changed in a couple of months, so, right, yeah, it's still available.
Mhm.
Did we vote on that? I forgot.
Yes, we can, sure. Mhm. Acceptance, motion to accept would be the,
Make a motion to accept the financial report.
I'll second. There's a motion by Terry, a second by myself
Okay.
to accept the financial report. All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Okay, public comments. No? Okay. I know what she's here for.
She's the owner of the ice cream cone.
So certificate of appropriateness is applications. 322B Watson Street, that is the,
Can we do her first?
well, we have,
We have to follow.
yeah, we approve, I'm sorry. We approved the agenda.
That's the simply
I
glowing.
tried.
Simply glowing gifts.
It's a good eye, by the way, Terry. Mhm.
Well, I was informed the day that went up. I was walking downtown and I had 3 people, did you know they put a sign up? So I went and looked at it, and that's, I took a picture of it, and I asked John, I said, I know I missed a couple of meetings, but I don't think we went through this one.
So is 72 by 24 out of range for the square footage?
As far as I know, I didn't get notified by Susan Leahy.
Because it's very handsome.
Yeah.
I thought, isn't Sue's name on there? Isn't it?
My only question with that one was that
Oh, that was her email.
Mhm.
it looks like it's mounted directly to that without any brackets.
Correct. Yeah, it's mounted to that, what I would call would be the backing or the signboard
Yeah,
behind
like a
there.
signboard.
Mhm.
Well, or,
And that's why I think it can be a little bit larger because of, and I don't think it exceeds the square footage.
I don't think it does either, because once you look at it, I mean, it's difficult to see on here, but once you look at it, it's
24
standing
is
out
the
front.
peak.
Yeah,
So,
Right,
we
Oh.
can,
if it's really square footage, I bet it's under.
yeah,
right.
we can,
I like it.
Because you can take it's probably 2/3 of what the size actually is because of the peak.
yes, because it goes down each way.
Yeah, I like the materials and the colors they selected.
How far does it protrude?
I don't think she has that on there, but I'm looking at it that it's
Yeah, let's
probably.
I think the
about-
tin on top is probably 4 to
Yeah,
5 inches.
That's,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
but I looked at it, it's,
Yeah,
yeah,
Mhm. And then she's got a,
I mean, it goes well there because of that signboard that was behind that. I mean, it went really well there.
mhm.
yeah.
So,
Need a motion to accept.
yes, we need a motion to go, to approve or deny it, so yeah.
Make a motion we approve.
Okay, Billy. I'll second it.
Okay. We have a motion from Billy, seconded by Kathy Lee, to approve the application for 322B Watson Street. Is there any other discussion on it? Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nobody opposed. Motion
That's-
carries.
Is that to include, I think this is including, it's not on here, but they sent that, the door decal?
Yes, yeah, she's gonna put that lettering with her hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
Is that part of our?
Well, yes, that was all in the application for it.
There, you're
That's
looking
what I
at,
thought,
yeah.
Even if so, even the price.
I couldn't tell. Was
Yeah,
it
she showed the
Is it
prices.
an ad or?
Nobody said that.
Cute.
That's fun.
Mhm. That's Alyssa Stevens, okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
Good.
okay, well, we're done with that one. We can go to 227 Watson Street. That is,
Love your note, Renee.
I gotta find the,
This one wasn't so much lettering or coloring, it was, that it protrudes into the,
Right, it's a sign, right?
yeah.
yeah, I look at it as a sign, even though there's no words on it.
Mm-hmm.
I consider it a sign.
I went and measured it from the sidewalk to the bottom,
What is it?
67.5 inches.
Oh, that's okay, isn't it? It's got to be,
No, I don't think so. As far as I read in the ordinance, it has to be no closer than 84 inches.
oh, Lord. So, do you happen to know, have you measured it? No? Okay.
Yeah, that's what it measured. I measured it just a little while ago.
So is that something that you can, move up by any chance? You don't know?
I'm not sure.
Okay. It seems like it's just a matter of,
Getting
Height
it to
adjustment.
the 84 inches.
Yeah, if that's all it is, I make a motion we
yeah, because it's really
move
cute.
it up.
Yeah,
The motion could be like a motion to approve pending
Pending.
pending the
raising
raising the
to
sign, right?
minimum
Is that
height.
good with you? She doesn't know.
Has to be.
You must be sleepy.
She works hard.
I know she does, Lord.
'Cause I think it's an asset to downtown.
I think it looks nice.
Anytime
It does.
you can do any type like that, definitely.
Well, historically even, I mean, like a
Oh, absolutely.
watchmaker would have a watch outside for his sign, or a
Right.
boot maker,
Mhm.
they sell ice
Right.
cream, so.
And they don't
obviously
have
they
anything else except your name on the windows, because there is no other protruding
Right.
signage there. So the ice cream cone, I think, looks good.
So the height adjustment
Yeah.
is the
Then the
height.
fact that it's been there for 6 months. 7 months.
Oh, you just.
And we don't always hear about
Yeah.
things right away.
No, we don't. I mean,
Being a dealer, I noticed it right away, everything.
Oh, you
How'd
wanted
that be
it.
set on that?
Yeah.
I should have bought that little van you guys bought to deliver my furniture in. So
So-
you, wait,
Your motion, Billy, is to approve pending raising it to the minimum height per ordinance.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I'll second.
Okay,
Okay.
Do we know the exact height so she can take that back, or?
84.
The way I read it was 84, but we should probably check with Sue Leahy just to double check.
Do you know Sue? Do you have her phone?
Okay.
Do you happen to have her phone on you, her number?
I do have her phone number.
I don't have my phone.
Then she could call and talk to her.
He's got her on speed dial.
Yeah.
I should.
Okay. So, Renee, you'll call her for us?
No problem.
Great.
You ready?
Yep.
920-229-6360.
Gotcha.
And it's Sue Leahy, Leahy.
There's no time that's good or bad to call. You
No.
really have to leave a voicemail.
Does she want her Gmail or?
I don't, you could probably look her email up on the website, yeah.
Oh, give it an
That's-
inspection at Gmail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, you can give her that. Because what I'll do tonight is, well, we have to,
And that's Sue.
we gotta
Oh,
finish our
perfect.
business first.
Thank you.
We have a motion.
Oh, that is, yeah, I'd never noticed that
Oh, I didn't
on
either.
that.
So we do have that motion by Billy, seconded by Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Hi.
Opposed? Nobody opposes, so motion carries. What I'll do also, what I do every night that we do this, I email Susan and tell her that we approved it. So she'll have the heads up right away, and then when you call her, you can verify. And I'll also ask her to verify height.
Perfect. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you for coming in. It's so much easier than if you weren't here.
No worries.
I mean, I would've took her bride.
A cone a month for,
Just, I don't know.
Yeah.
She knows what I did.
You're fine.
Okay,
All
number
right.
8 is Facebook page, and Haley's not here tonight, so I
Yeah.
think we will skip by that. List and condition of historic plaques on buildings.
Oh, yeah, what's up with that?
that was a Billy.
That was
Yeah.
kinda up to me, and I kinda dropped the ball
Okay.
a little bit.
Mhm.
What about
It's
next?
understandable.
Maybe
everybody-
next one?
It's, I was shuffling through a bunch of our old stuff to try to, I did try to locate that advertising company the last time we got it.
Mhm.
And I know our notes and paperwork's probably buried somewhere here at the city hall. I don't know.
Supposedly there's a room for us, but
Nobody
nobody knows where it is, so.
We went through that years ago, it's like,
Yeah,
Frank Farley's like, well then where is it?
yeah.
He said, well, let's just close up and go look for it. You know, the paperwork, you know.
Behind a secret
You're
panel.
welcome to stay, but you don't have.
I almost,
Oh, no, I was,
well, maybe
thank
there
you
is.
though.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's not a microfiche, it's just paperwork, but I wanted to get, the last ones that we got were suitable, I thought, and they held up.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Maybe do you have a phone? Take a picture of it? The ones that you feel are okay?
well, they're the ones that are out there now,
Yeah.
yeah. And I had the paperwork, everything from all of that.
What about, do you know Steve Reamer?
Mhm.
Supposedly, him or then Steve, what was the president for?
Hollenbeck, Steve Hollenbeck.
Steve,
Yeah, him, Hollenbeck.
You know,
He might have it.
He might have that.
he might, Steve was pretty organized.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
A lot more than I am.
No, I don't know about that. I feel like we've gotta
Well,
get,
I'll say then they.
try one of them
'Cause
and,
I got it somewhere, it's in that big, I have a Tupperware of all the old minutes from years ago. And I always hesitated to throw it away, and I thought, well, you know, and Chris kept telling me, why don't you move this stuff out of the way, and then it went to my shop, and then now that's.
oh my Lord, didn't that burn down?
It's a disaster down there.
Oh my, oh no, that shop,
Oh, my shop,
okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
I shouldn't even call it a shop.
I did,
You're hard on yourself.
It's in one of those, a whole bunch of Tupperwares.
If you ever wanna feel better, just come on over and look at our garage.
I like to do that from time to time, make me feel like I'm not the only one.
yeah.
Oh, it's bad.
One other thought I had was, last meeting, Dave Gallup said he'd like one for his home.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Maybe we should think about or check out an ad in the Ripon paper,
Yeah, that's a great
For-
idea.
and then we can get more, and maybe you get a price break, or
If
at least you get,
anybody is
you get people
interested.
interested in thinking about, well, maybe I will get one for my house.
We tried that too, boy, we just got zero response.
Okay.
Really?
Well, and that was then, and I always say this too.
But when you ran the ad, did you have a picture of what one looks like next to it?
Did not,
I
they
mean-
pay
I
extra
mean-
for the picture, so.
Yeah.
Right, I know we have to pay extra for the picture, but I mean, it might be so they actually see what it looks
Well, we
like.
have over $3,000.
Yes, we should, and again,
So-
if we don't spend it, then we don't.
Get it
Exactly,
with
yeah, I agree with
Because I
that, yeah,
feel
let's use it.
like Terry's right, you know, in stores, if there's a pattern being sold, it doesn't sell as quickly as the pattern that somebody has actually made and put on a mannequin. That one sells first. So I think that's a true statement, you know, like if we get the look out there. I have a feeling Steve will
Because
want.
I'm not from the area, do we have any houses that have some in front of them already?
What does Jack got on his house?
Jack's got the historic estate.
Oh, the
That's
state
like
one.
a bronze.
Plaque.
Yeah,
Right.
plaque, yeah.
I
Mhm.
think 100-year farmstead.
Okay.
Who's Chad?
Steinberg and Jack's.
Oh,
The
sure,
octagon
sure,
house,
yes, okay.
Yeah.
Um,
I think there's 2 or 3 in town.
There has to be, I can't think of.
And the rest were just business sites where they were before. And we had them on Main Street, quite a few of the buildings downtown actually
Right.
had them. And then a lot of people just stuck them in the window. And then,
Well, we have to take responsibility, you're right. We should actually install them ourselves and make sure they're where we'd like them to be,
Mhm.
so they're prominent.
yeah,
Because, I mean, it's really not up to them to install them, and they, you know, that
Well, we
fell
should be
on.
able to, we could figure it out. I mean, it's their building, they have to tell us if they wanna
Oh.
hold
But I-
build
but
We
it.
better know that
you know,
before
they
we
used to
order
just
it.
stick them in the window downtown. They
Yeah.
kind of wedged them in there.
Mm,
And then if they were rented out, then someone else came in, they just looked at it and they were cleaning it. and
Right,
threw them
put it
out.
to the side, yeah.
So they,
Right.
you know, and those people might not have been, you know, on board with it. I mean,
Mhm.
I have no friends, I don't know who
we
this could be.
just had a hard time with that, I don't know why.
It's your husband.
Well, I know I'm gonna buy one for our store, and I wanna mount it outside.
I would, sure I can get one up to the brick house, I mean, I'm not opposed to
Yeah.
buying one for there too. Just-
But I think we run that ad, like I said, I
Mhm.
think if we have a picture of it, people would see what it is, because if you tell them, you can order this historic plaque for your thing, they don't know if it's this big, you know, whatever.
Sure,
This is true.
sure.
Yeah, give them, yeah, at least give them a, you know, a 9 by
picture.
11 or.
Right,
or-
so a picture with it, so,
Or even
Show the
explain
size.
where they're at downtown here, so you.
Right, so they can take a look at
Yeah,
one,
do you
yeah,
happen to
something.
have a list, or were you just gonna walk around to find
I
all of
just,
them?
well, I just know where they're at,
Okay,
there's not that
why don't
many.
you call me,
Yeah.
I'll come with you,
Yeah.
and then I'll take some
Yeah, I
pictures,
think-
and,
I think, like, you know where they're at, make the list of
because I don't know.
who has what, so we have that list for future
Yes.
reference.
Yeah,
And I said the last ones that we got held up.
Mhm.
We did that 3 times, it was a failure the first 2 times, I think.
Why was it failure?
They didn't hold up to the light, they faded.
yeah.
Oh, I'm
Is that
sorry,
bad
I
negative?
get it, I see.
It's just like,
They bleached out, huh?
within a month,
Oh, my
the
gosh,
first set.
I remember you
We went
saying
back to the company and they sent us another set.
isn't it?
That was the same material, the same stuff. And it was interesting because I got those from Omro, the people that they got it from, theirs in Omro, that's where I first started seeing those. And I thought, well, those are really nice, you know, for a little like Omro, I thought, wow, we're behind Omro. But anyway, that came to me, I thought, gosh, I thought we were.
He's usually not like that.
Nobody's from Omro, but
Yes,
anyway,
he is,
no
he
offense.
tells the truth always.
That's true.
But it was like, we got all the info and then we sent for them, and then like I said, they last about a month. This one in the front here got it the worst, because it's perfectly to the sun, 46 degrees, bam.
Oh,
And it was almost, I think I still have it somewhere.
Oh.
Once again, it's in a box, I took it
Yeah.
off, you can't throw nothing away. It was almost about like this, you couldn't see nothing.
Mhm. Yeah,
And then I sent it to them, and then they sent us, first they just sent that one. And then I, you know, emailed them back and I said, well, they all are this way.
mhm.
You know, if you want, I'll take a picture of them all and send you the picture. So I need a replacement for all of them. And then they were a little bit better, but and then we let it go for a while, and then, what's his name's son, did it for his Eagle,
Oh, for
Oh, yes,
that?
Sessenbrenner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sessenbrenner, yeah.
Okay,
And so he took that on as a project that was his last merit, I think, to get his Eagle
Mhm.
Scout Award. And he was really good about it, he really did the legwork and
I
stuff.
know Peter
And he
pretty well,
got-
I could call
Found the
him.
company that issued what we have out there now.
Okay,
It was different than those ones we dealt with.
yeah.
Of course, that was a long time ago too, when we did it, so technology, I'm sure, has gotten so much better, like everything else, so.
And is the company that you got them from
In
in
business.
business yet too?
Correct, well, with the way they turned out,
Yeah.
makes you, maybe not.
Well,
But,
we can bring that back then next month again,
and they weren't that expensive anyway.
yeah.
I mean, the poles and the mount, that's a little bit different.
Right.
because That, but just to sit in your window and that.
Because right now,
I don't think
are we
there's-
looking to have to replace any, or is it just, we're looking at,
I think
Well-
both.
New ones.
I think both, because we
It's
had,
up to, I guess,
I mean-
personally, it's an individual.
Yeah,
We were doing it because downtown district and all the old buildings in downtown were kind of pushing it that way.
right,
we had two, Terry, that we had talked about that needed replacing. And then, or maybe it's 2 and 1 or 1 and 2, but, and then there were, the train depot was an ad.
mhm.
oh, okay, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we had some ads, and then like, if we really get into this, we could make a list of, you know, what we would love to have, and then cut back if we have to, or whatever.
Well, at least put the list and then
Yeah,
contact the building owners and see what their interest is.
We even had pamphlets that we had at different businesses that could tell you where stuff was. Remember that? We had-
Mhm.
don't you remember
Oh,
that?
wow.
Yes,
That we
yeah.
did- we
I
did that
wonder if
too.
we could find one of those.
It's kind of funny because downtown's only 3 blocks.
Yeah.
You kinda get lost, but.
Yeah, you can't hurt.
How did this stuff go extinct?
Just 1 block away.
Okay. Well, I have here Billy and me list of existing plaques with pictures and description, and then
See if I can.
research provider or the manufacturer for our next meeting. Talk about size, color, if we want pictures, who, you know, how we'll advertise it.
And then, you know, get a price from, and I'm sure, and I know it was, you got a discount with so many that you got, that's why we were kind of pushing them. It made it
Yeah.
a little bit, people, we were hoping that enough people come on board. Oh, heck, $25, that's nothing, to do something with that, but.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, we'll bring it back
Bring it back.
and add the
Let's
paper
get
also.
this done, make it our legacy.
Yeah, let's do that.
I love it.
Okay. Number 10 is discuss sidewalk advertising. And I was gonna do that, and I haven't gotten back to Sue Leahy on it, but I will tonight.
Okay,
What we're talking about is all the, and I call it like a
I call them the A-frame.
A-frame
Yeah,
or a
usually.
breadboard,
Yeah.
open signs, things like that. Yeah,
And then, like, isn't there one downtown that's really pretty, like, almost like a rainbow color? It's kind of like a sail.
I think that's Renee's.
Oh, those are cool too,
Right, you
but,
have a, like
Yeah,
a
they got the ice cream one.
ice cream one.
Yeah.
yeah, and so what do we need to do? We have to make sure they're safe and cha-cha-cha.
Yes, and that's what
He needs to check with Sue Leahy to find out
Okay.
what the ordinances are.
when I went through the ordinance for the height of projecting signs.
Right,
I didn't see anything that stated sidewalk advertising. I might have missed it, but,
I know Eric said he thought he'd seen it at one time, so,
so we'll see,
right.
Who's
there's
there?
probably, Eric Polak.
Oh, right.
There's probably
Oh,
It's one of those
limit
nights, huh?
on
I'm having
how
one of
many you
those.
can put out there. I mean, you don't want somebody to put out
Right.
5
Sure.
big things and
Sure.
it obstructs the sidewalk or whatever.
Well, and that's just it, because the size makes a difference. I mean, it's not so bad during the good months, but once winter hits, everybody wants
Oh.
their open sign out there, but with the
Mhm.
snow and people trying,
Just showing
Shoveling.
that.
people,
Mhm.
you don't want it in the way of them trying to get in and out of their vehicles, and
Well, I'm wondering about, if we had a sidewalk, do we need to put something out to the other shop owners to tell them this is coming about, or is it that big of a deal, or do we not do that?
I think what we should do is find out what the
All I'm
ordinance.
saying is I don't want a Black Lives Matter issue.
No,
Like
no, we won't.
45 people in here again.
No, but that's one of the things that we had discussed, and Dave was behind us with me also, is, finding out what are we supposed to be doing,
Okay.
and then letting everybody know, and then going through
Yeah.
downtown and going business, saying, this is what the ordinance says, this is what we're looking for, and then hopefully getting everybody to accommodate.
Okay, yeah.
Right,
One time I proposed, remember, I don't know if you guys remember, you may have seen some of the old postcards and stuff, Ripon they really promoted Ripon large. And they had banners that would stretch from one building all the way across the street from Patina's back over to
Oh,
Texas
yeah, I've
Steinway.
seen those pictures,
Huge
yeah.
banners, and I said, why don't we do that? Why don't, we have some money,
It'd be fun for summer. like-
come up with a great logo or a slogan, maybe right around the Christmas time or Thanksgiving to dinner, whatever, and
They
do
did,
something like
they
that.
did,
No
down-
other towns do it.
downtown beautification, do you remember that? We
yeah,
had that big meeting. I think that they came up with some slogans and, work, play, repeat, whatever.
We obviously have to be careful with the wording. Wording can come later, but as far as being able to get once again, as an ordinance
But at
now, then we couldn't.
Yeah.
correct, yeah.
My point was just that
Something
it's
like
been thought about, so if we do go forward with it, it'd be fun to talk to them too.
Sure,
because
we would get,
They've kind of already started the fire, you know what I mean? I think it's T-Bond, that's,
it would be Ripon Main Street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Down to
Yeah.
that.
And it's gonna be tough for the chamber and Ripon Main Street and everybody for money this
oh
going
yeah.
a year forward, because of the COVID things, then room tax and everything like that didn't come in probably as much.
Oh,
Oh.
that poor little town.
Yeah.
So,
maroon tax.
But if we work together,
Yeah,
Well, that would
You know.
be.
We're gonna get third and
Well,
third and
work together
third.
so we at least have stuff in place for when we can roll it out, where
Mhm.
we know exactly where we're at, what we can
Right.
do, and,
I mean, the Kiwanis has got they've got two nice structures downtown and they pulled it off.
yeah,
Right in the
those
middle
look
of
very
nowhere.
nice, yeah.
What is it?
Well, with the.
have you gone down the 100
That's
block?
not them, that's us, the Rotary.
Oh, the Rotary.
The Rotary, that's right.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was wrong.
Excuse me.
I thought they were the same.
Yeah, it's really cool looking, isn't it? They use those
Yeah.
brick again.
Oh, absolutely, no, that's just great.
I like
It's
it.
just,
They proposed a fire, like a gathering, and I was like, that's a little bit too far.
I'm all in favor for anything that goes,
Yeah,
it's just gonna
Something-
help the merchants
Yeah,
downtown.
and
anyhow,
something different,
anyway.
yeah. Okay.
okay.
So we'll bring that one back, the
Yeah.
sidewalk advertising again. Next meeting date will be,
Oh, I didn't look that up, I'm sorry.
oh, wait, that would be November 3rd.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah,
it on
it's, no, it's voting day again.
Oh, that again?
Yeah.
Yes, we always end up with
Oh.
that.
Oh, you gonna have that?
I
Unless
think-
everybody votes by mail,
I
then we
think
don't
a
have to
lot
get
of people
done.
are gonna vote by mail.
Um,
I don't know, but
so we'll have to
I
We could
remember,
do it the
John, last,
Wednesday.
well, I remember last year, it was, everybody was freaked at the last minute, we were gonna change it, and we showed up, and it was not a big deal.
There's only.
But that was, a
A
non-presidential
Right,
and not,
right.
it wasn't much on the
Oh, yeah,
ballot.
there's that point.
Yeah,
There's still not much on the plate.
Oh, my God.
we don't get,
Choices,
yeah.
choices are limited.
Be careful, you're being filmed.
That's okay. I have a right to my own thought.
You do, that's true, I'm sorry. I just didn't want you to be thumbed at somewhere.
Should we put it on for Wednesday, the 4th, the day after? And then I can check,
That
I'll
works-
check with
That
Karen.
works for me. I
I
mean,
That
still
was-
can't do
Yeah,
it
right, yeah.
until 6:30 though.
Yes, 6:30 is fine,
Yeah.
I think we'll keep it at that, that's fine.
Yeah, 6:30 works. And especially now, it's getting dark, but
Yeah, November
we can't
4th,
keep working till dark.
with a question mark. I'll check with Karen. Okay, so
I
that's a
think this
tentative
is
date.
exciting because it really will appeal to, passersby and, but can I just say one more thing? even
Sure,
though we're
go
not
ahead.
kinda- So for graduation, I think it was, what's the Berlin,
Mhm.
that had picture of each kid in a format that they put in the ground, like a sign.
Okay,
And they were like, this kid graduated, this kid. Wouldn't it be fun if we could do that for our merchants on that road before you decide where to go? If you're gonna go downtown versus the highway. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mhm, I
Down from
do.
the Quilt Girl, where you go straight and
Oh,
then,
you're talking on the west side,
I don't know,
okay.
it is, oh, east side too, yeah. It could be either.
I was thinking east side, but I know where you're talking, west
Oh,
side,
down by
so
the
either
family
going up
restaurant?
the hill or going past the police station.
Yeah.
well,
or-
we have that, the city owns
Right, they
that,
have that spot right there.
triangle.
Yeah,
Right.
so I'm
that
wondering
you could
if
go sum up.
we
those-
could put our heads together, like when we lived on a lake, everybody had to have their name on this crazy, who lives here on
Oh,
this lake
sure.
sign. It'd be fun if we could do that,
Cause doesn't, not in that triangle, but right next there, isn't there the sign there for historic
Yes.
downtown?
Yeah, there's.
Yeah,
It just says historic downtown there.
Mhm.
which
But like you
is,
said, there's no shop names or,
yeah, and it's like also up in the air, so historic, what do you mean?
right.
So you're saying like
It's almost
like
like
a
it-
sign that you
like-
stick in the ground
Yeah.
with a picture or just a name?
No, not necessarily. I was just using it as
Okay.
an example, John. But I'm just thinking, some way of communicating the fun that we have going on right now. Like the 100 and the 200 and the 300 block and, put their names out there and pull some business via signage. Because we got a lot of really cool stuff.
Yeah, this is the best the town's been for
I
a
know,
long time.
I know a lot of people personally that have never gone down Watson because they come through and they go through town, past the police station to the corner and down and around.
Oh,
Yeah, they bypass it
They
almost,
bypass
yeah.
just because they don't,
yeah.
they don't
so
know.
Maybe we could get some energy or,
Well,
I
and the
think you
thing
might
is-
even get the backing of some of the downtown business owners that
Yeah.
probably be willing to foot part of the bill for the
Yeah,
sign.
if
If
we
we come
need
across
to.
something that will work, that we can do and,
Mhm. If we run out of our money, that
I
would
mean,
be
it could be
great.
temporary too, it wouldn't have to be permanent.
no, what I would do is put something up there so then kinda like a slat would have
Little Velcro.
Canoes
Exactly.
Brewing Company.
Exactly.
And then if, that way, if somebody moves out, a couple of screws, that board comes off.
Plus like your
Yeah.
name, sweet and salty, to me, that's like, all right.
Yeah,
Right,
Ice cream, let's pull in no matter what else.
That's a good idea too, because
because
they just had the shop hop
Yeah.
over the weekend.
Mhm.
And most of those people know where they're going, but for the ones that don't, they're coming out of town, because there's
Right.
a lot of followers.
well, in the shop house, they actually give them a list of
Okay,
everything where they go,
okay.
because they wanna get those, they wanna get them
Oh,
punched so they can win their prize at the end of the day.
Sure.
yeah.
So I mean, it's to get.
So, yeah, I think maybe on both
Question
ends of
for
town is probably a
Renee.
pretty, is
Yeah.
a nice thing.
That would be fun.
Renee, do you go to Ripon Main Street meetings?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, cause I went like a year ago, I was on the, not the board, but just sat in because of being
Advisory.
an alderman. And they always discussed signage,
Mm-hmm, we
but
do.
nothing really has happened.
This
That I
would be
know of.
so fun.
And so this could be, that point right there is a great spot to start, I think.
Yeah,
and
it's a
get 'em-
terribly
Get them
ugly,
directed that way.
that big thing there is just
Um,
a chunk of concrete.
And I'm thinking, I don't know if it would work, but like you said, on a lake or up
Mhm.
north, there's always these signs with cabin
Right.
names
Yeah.
and people's names.
Yeah,
If we could come up with an idea
That's what I was thinking, something
similar to that.
similar like that, so
Well,
you put your signs, so they all kinda look this, like, size-wise, they're all the same.
Equal,
Yeah.
And then, so if you took, everybody buys their board,
Mhm.
and you take it to whomever you want to have done with it, either embossed or however you want it
But
done.
it
Right,
can't go
just
over-
even
'cause we
vinyl
can't,
lettering
like-
maybe
Right,
or
Yeah.
vinyl
something.
lettering,
Let's-
and two screws or whatever to hold it in
Mhm.
place on whatever we have for
As
the,
long as it doesn't peel from exposure,
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Well, right, but that's why you take it somewhere that somebody's gonna do, that, you know,
Okay,
like having Adam wrap
Yeah.
it or something, you know.
so then
Right,
like you
right.
put,
Mhm.
you know, it in, and it's easy enough to take off if somebody decides to go to a different town or
Right.
whatever.
Right,
So it can be current. And
right.
then we could put that, thing that they say, I can't remember, can anybody
You know,
remember?
Green Lake does
It's like-
it on the end of the highway here.
Relax,
Fest. Every
shop.
junction,
Oh.
they have something.
it's workshop play.
Right.
Okay.
What it is.
Workshop play, that's,
So
they had
how-
the big, they had the
Yeah, the billboard.
billboard out there,
Yeah,
that's
so
now
if
gone.
we could do workshop play and then, you know, maybe,
But-
workshop play, I guess it's gonna be awful fast.
well, yeah, we
But-
have to think
But you
about
could
it.
just, but instead of having them separate, you could still put the workshop play over the top of it somehow, and then have them, and just
Cause
direct
I'm
them to
sure local
downtown.
businesses would love to be.
Sure,
You know.
they've always talked
We are
about
always trying to find
directional
ways
signage,
to get, I mean, that's one of mine, and my other one is our,
Signage for parking,
yes, for the free parking, because
we need.
I don't care where you go in this state, we are blessed that we do not have metered parking.
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
But we have all kinds of it, but people don't know where it is. And I know there are signs there, but it's just like my hometown, I remember one year, they took and they made all the signs round with a different color, so it stood out from the regular
Oh, I
signage
like
that said
that.
free parking.
Mhm.
And
sure,
it shot them in
Yeah,
the right
If
direction.
you drive on Main Street, you don't know
yeah,
where the parking
You
is.
don't.
You never find it.
No,
Yeah,
no,
and-
and that's one of the other things, is the free parking, and then when you're in that lot is the walking access. So from that parking lot, how do you get down to Watson?
yeah, start
Or
here,
up to Watson, you know?
uh-huh,
Yeah.
The only one, the one like behind Muggs and stuff, you have to go all the way around to get to, it's not like up
in the
above.
alley.
Yeah.
Where you can
Cut
come
through,
down.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a huge deal, I think.
yeah.
It is huge.
I mean, even if we have to wait until
But
next
you know what
year.
though, if people make the trip, they're gonna find it.
Yeah, that's true, but
Cause
wouldn't
I've
it be
hunted
nice?
places down myself, and you know, I don't care where I park, I walk a block or 3 or 4 just to get
Yeah, but we also
Yeah,
have
but you
people
also have
with
to understand,
problems.
It's women carrying shopping bags, they don't wanna walk.
And
as
kids,
Far, right, with kids and
Strollers
strollers.
and.
They wanna stay as close as they can, so the premium ones are the ones right on Watson first.
Yeah,
And then they go down around the corners.
Yeah, it's true. I like that a lot, Terry.
Okay. I've got that on for next month's agenda also.
Okay, so we have one for the, identity or identifying the shops and then.
Yes. Signage for that.
There was one that I had talked to, another idea that I talked to John about was, because we've had, for me, I didn't grow up in the area, so when we moved in, when we took over our shop,
Yeah,
anything about the signage, except we made friends with Andy next door and stuff, so they
Sure.
started to let us know, so I knew what to go and do. So my thing was like, even if it's a 9 by 11 sheet, 8.5 by 11 sheet, laminated that with the access numbers that the building owners have, hang on to, so when they have a new renter come in, new
Mhm.
storefront, here's your information
Right.
you need.
do you have anything like that, Mr. Split?
I just always say call Craig T-Bond.
Right.
It would be really
I've done the
helpful.
same
I think it
thing.
would be helpful, it might, I think it might curb a lot of this stuff that gets done and then we're going back after at a
Oh,
later point.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
you can make that point with that sign, the Simply Glowing Gifts, because I talked to her personally and she said, nobody helped her, she felt left out. Her
Oh.
landlord said, just do it, and,
Really?
Right.
yeah, so, that would be a good
Well,
point,
no
um,
comment.
yeah.
Right,
So,
and unless you know, they're coming in from out of town, if they didn't know anybody or know anything,
mhm.
So I
You
made
have
up
no
this
idea.
sheet for people who move into our block that says best ice cream, best salad, best pizza, da 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 da. Now 30 times I've brought it to people's house with muffins that I make, and they're like, yeah, we know more about this town than you. So it never has really worked, but it's the thought, same
Yeah.
thing. You know, if you don't know where you're
Exactly.
going and da 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 da.
So you're gonna take that up, Terry?
Yeah,
Okay.
Helpful.
I figured that's something I can start doing, get some rough drafts and
For tenants.
work on over this winter, so we get something, when we get something approved, then we
Yeah,
can.
I won't put it on the agenda. but,
No.
We'll wait till you got something. Okay.
That's a great idea. Shop identity.
Any other ideas for any other agenda items?
No, I like it though, what we've got done.
Then we just need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Motion by Kathy Lee, second by Billy to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.